Aviation is critical to the economics of a state such as Wyoming. Our rural setting creates great distances between our cities that make transportation often difficult. Without air services, a lot of the basic amenities and things available to the normal citizen wouldn't be afforded.
We're very isolated up here in northeastern Wyoming. Sheridan's tough to get to for several months of the year, given the severity of our winters and frequent road closures that we deal with. So being able to fly businesses and business professionals in and out is huge. We know that having commercial air service back here in Sheridan results in about $24 million of economic stimulus directly to the community. And that's a huge number, no matter what part of the state you're in or what industry you're in. It's a broad spectrum. It touches tourism, touches minerals and extractive industry, it touches retail downtown, it goes right across the board.
Aviation Aircraft's a small airplane manufacturer. You can see we manufacture the Husky aircraft, the Pitts aircraft, which are stunt airplanes, as well as the Eagle aircraft, which is a home-built stunt aircraft. Before 9/11 happened, we had about 118 employees, and so we were, really a big impact economic-wise on this area. Right now we're at 40, but that doesn't mean we don't plan on getting back to a plane every 3-day schedule and 118 employees.
Here in Sheridan, we lost our commercial air service for about 8 months in 2014, 2015. We know that about 60% of our passengers coming in and out of Sheridan County Airport on commercial air service are visitors. We don't want to see those passengers leak out to Billings or Rapid City or other larger regional airports. We want them to stay here, right in the community, and that's what's happened. We've seen people return in large numbers since the return of commercial air service.
The possibilities of air service are really unlimited. We typically associate aviation with the airlines, the majors, flying point-to-point people. Probably second to that, most common is cargo or freight, be it FedEx, UPS, hauling packages all across the world. Some of the less known, obviously, is the emergency services, law enforcement, search and rescue, air medevac. Government agencies are significantly dependent upon aviation, from Fish and Wildlife Services, National Parks, Forest Service, BLM.
The helicopter is extremely important for the WYDOT avalanche program. Some of our infrastructure, that's how it's deployed and retrieved. Helicopter bombing for avalanche mitigation covers a lot of ground very quickly and will reduce closure times significantly. And what that does is it keeps everyone out of avalanche terrain, and we can cover a large area very quickly. Everything we do, from the maintenance to the avalanche mitigation, it's all about public safety. It's all about keeping the roads open, safe for the traveling public.
One of the things that people may not realize is that we have a very large VA hospital here, and there are folks that come in and out from all over the country here to use those facilities. Or if you need medical attention and you've got to get down to a big hospital in Denver, we have a very quick and efficient and affordable option for people who need those services as well. So the medical industry is touched by it, and it's one of those situations where you may not know you need it until you do.
Tremendous amount of agriculture is supported by aviation, especially here in the state of Wyoming. From crop dusting to seeding to planting.
Usually they would use the aircraft to fly and survey over cattle or check out their crops, fields, stuff like that. We also see customers such as the Bureau of Land Management type things, search and rescue.
With helicopters, when you're searching for somebody that's lost or hurt, you can cover a lot of ground with multiple spotters in technical terrain very quickly. Improved response time and getting potentially very injured people to the hospital faster.
Aviation isn't just for the elite. It's not only a luxury. It's an industry that we all depend on and can benefit from. Probably the most significant thing that we can do is we can be a mentor to the rising generation. There is a lot of excitement and potential and opportunity with this industry if we will take the time to invest into this up and rising generation. Back in the early 1900s, it was said that a city without a railroad was nothing. And coming into the 21st century, I would say that about airports. that a community and city without an airport, essentially in the years to come, will be nothing.
Businesses want a city, if they're going to relocate to Wyoming or the West or our region in general, they want a city with commercial, regularly scheduled air service. It plays a huge part in how we market to prospective companies from an economic development standpoint. And it's helped us secure a few big wins over the last year and a half as well.
We need to make Wyoming a place that families want to live, that they want to raise their kids in. And that includes having access to grandma and grandpa. It includes having access to those trips and vacations, perhaps outside of our boundaries.